Hey guys, it's Ty and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be focusing on rearranging my bookshelves. You can't really tell from this angle. Well, maybe you can, but my shelves look an absolute mess. So the ones behind me and then the ones over here that you guys actually see me film in front of, I am going to be rearranging all of that today, especially what you guys see me film right in front of. All of that's gonna change. Yeah, I'm not actually sure like how I'm gonna change it, but it's gonna change. At the top of my bookshelves, I'll show you guys all of this in a second, but at the top of my bookshelves, that is where I was keeping all of my book of the month picks, and I have run out of room at the top of those shelves. So I've had to bring out my raggedy little shelf that I have that was sitting in my closet. I pulled that out, and that is what I'm going to use to put more book of the month picks on there. But right now I just have like other stuff stacked up on top of it. I have authors all in different places. Like I have Elisa Jewell up there. She's down here as well. Same with like Paul Tremblay. He's on one point of the shelf, and then I have other of his books at another. It's a hot mess. And honestly, I am not sure what I am going to do, but today is the day that I'm going to figure that out. And real quickly, I'm going to show you guys what it's looking like right now, and then we will get into doing the rearranging. So if you see at the top of my shelves, that is where I was keeping all of my book of the month picks, but there is no more room. So I brought out this little shelf thing here, and that's what I plan to put my book of the month. As you can see on that first shelf, that's where they are. But then I also have all of these like random books that need to go somewhere. I also think I'm gonna take books down like this, where I just kind of have like the cover being displayed, because it's taking up room where I can actually add more books. And specifically behind this one, I actually have books back there that I have forgotten about. So those need to go somewhere. And then like if you see here, like I just have books like stacked everywhere. There's no rhyme, there's no reason. They're just there because I don't have anywhere else to put them. And so while I'm rearranging, I'm also going to be trying to figure out how to maximize the space on my shelves. This area right here, specifically right here, is what you guys see me film in front of. But I think I'm going to move all of these books. So like these two shelves, I think what I'm going to do is put like my favorite authors there. I might leave those there. These will probably stay there. And then these two might change a little bit. I'm not sure. We're just going to see how it goes. I'm like halfway done, but I wanted to show you guys where I'm at so far. So for the most part, this didn't really change. This changed a little bit with what I had on here. This changed. This is one of the shelves that you guys will see in the background, kind of. Before, I kind of had this book turned around, but just to save space, I decided not to do that anymore. This shelf, you guys will see, I tried to put like my Sherry Lapina, Riley Sager, S.A. Cosby, Alice Feeney all on the same shelf. I do have space for like one other book. Over there kind of changed a little bit. Down here, these shelves down here didn't really change. I have my nonfiction shelf, just some random thrillers that I have. Down there, still my Stephen King, Grady Hendrix, and Stephen Graham Jones. And then I didn't do anything to these bottom shelves. These are just really older books that I'm okay with how they're arranged right now. So the big question is, what am I gonna do with these? Because even though I do have like some open spaces, I still have to figure out where to put those books and all of these books that I moved to make room. Somehow all of those have got to fit somewhere over here. So that is what I'm going to be figuring out next. Done. I think this looks a lot better than what it looked like before. So one of the things I tried to do, and this is a good example, is I tried to really make sure that I have the same authors all together. At first it was really bothering me because I didn't want like my paperbacks mixed in with my hardbacks, but it kind of just makes more sense to make sure the authors are together. Now, with this little bitty shelf here, this is not what I wanted. The only thing that I wanted was to make sure that my book of the month books would be able to fit on here. But I honestly had no room for these other books, so I had to do what I had to do. I still have my little TBR cart over here. I took everything off of it on these first two shelves so that I could make room for them on my actual shelves. The ones that I have on the bottom here are books that were sent to me from publishers, so I didn't want to put those on the shelves just yet because I don't know if I'm gonna like them, so I'm just leaving them down there. This is what it's looking like. I think it looks a lot better, a lot more organized. My books don't look like they're just any and everywhere, so I don't really like that little spot right there, but that's just gonna have to do. But yeah. Well, I am done reorganizing my shelves to the best of my abilities. The funny thing about this is my dad literally asked me not too long ago if I had enough room for my books. He was like, how are your books holding up? Do you have enough? Like, are you running out of shelf space? And I was like, no, it's fine. It is indeed not fine. I do think I need to add a couple more shelves. The only question is, where would I put them? But that is gonna be a problem for another day. While I was cleaning out my shelf, I found all of these like bookmarks that I have. So my friend works at a romance only bookstore, and one of the things that they sell are these cock marks. So it's a bookmark that's shaped like a cock. And I have a ton of these. Every time they come out with some new ones, my friend gives them for me. So I also have a lot of the bookmarks that I keep from Book of the Month for some reason. So I'm gonna have to find a place to put all of those because some of them I don't want to throw away. But outside of that, I have done everything that I needed to do today. If you guys know how to maximize the space on your shelves, please let me know. I did try a couple of things, but it just didn't look right to me, so I just stopped. But yeah, this is what I have. Please, like I said, let me know how you guys maximize the space on your shelves, but I will see you guys next time. Bye.